So straight off of the purpose of the School of Education, we are looking at the mind of Christ. Divine Ordinance mathematically is a triple of triple eights to the glory of Jesus equals 8 at 8. 15 letters, beautiful, threes there. Wonderful. And then you can find, I encourage you to find the three loves in there. Love plus love plus love plus a final 9. That is an exercise. Well, I'll give you a hint. A big obvious first love is the word thou plus the word of equals love number 1. Then you can pull out an I for the final 9, and you got to find the other two 54s. Let's do it right now. Let's find love, love, love in the mind of Christ, because of course the mind of Christ is all about love. That's what's in the mind of Christ all the time, is love. So let's see. We can search for 9. So we got an 18 here. Oh, 18 here. Plus a 27 right here. Oh my. Oh yeah, I remember this. The 4 letters at the center of Christ equals love. So at the center of Christ is love. And it's very obvious because you got the RI in the center is 27. Perfect cube of 3, the first half of love. And then that gets flanked with the HS, which is another 27. So there you go. At the dead center of Christ is love. I remember that now. So we found the 3 loves because we found love number 1 in there. We found love number 2, which is the plus of. And then that means love number 3 is the remaining letters minus the I right here, which is 9. That's what I call the cherry on top, bonus 3s. So the rest of the letters are, well, look at this. We got an M and an M. Oh, glory. We got more 27s here. So M and N is 27, perfect cube of 3. And then you're left over with D plus C plus T, which is a final 27. So we've just solved the mind of Christ equals love plus love plus love plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Yes! We have officially solved the mind of Christ. And then you can also solve the mind of God and the mind of Jesus. Those also divide by 3 because the offset of Christ and God and Jesus all divide by 3. So I think this is worthy of a scholarship from the School of Education at Trinity Western University / any university in the world. Obviously, we attend Holy Ghost University. But okay, so to the document. So now let's paint this because I'm an artist and I insist on creating beauty as is fitting for such a phrase as this. The mind of Christ. And so now I'm just going to paint those 3 loves that we got. So I'm going to start by swashing the whole thing in gold. Okay, and then we're going to paint this one turquoise. And then we're going to paint this one in fuchsia. There's love number 2. And then we're going to paint the last one in green and leave the rest. Nice little touch of gold there. I am an artist, I insist. So there's our 3 loves. So there it is. So to officially do this, and by the way, this is all happening on the 24th 888 day of the 3rd month. Very divine for the number 3. And 2015, when you speak it in text, divides by 3, and it is the 33rd year of my life, 33. So now this equals. We are now writing an equation that is more glorious than Einstein's E equals mc squared. We are showing you the mind of Christ mathematically to the glory of the Trinity. Ready? And the glory of Christ, of course. The mind of Christ equals love plus love plus love plus 9 on top, okay? Which is, of course, 3 plus 3 plus 3. So there you go. That is the de facto. We can put this all in one line if you wish. We have just solved the mind of Christ to the glory of the Triune God. The mind of Christ equals love plus love plus love plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Now I'm going to color code these numbers down here. Love equals 54, of course. Composed of LO is 27, perfect cube of 3. And VE is the same thing. 27, perfect cube of 3. Okay, so now we're going to paint these. We're going to grab so that it's all nice and synchronized here. Going to paint them in the 3 colors. Very nice rainbow effect. So there you go. The mind of Christ equals love plus love plus love plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 to the glory of the Trinity. Amen. Now I'm going to do on my own the mind of Jesus and the mind of God, and we're going to find the 3s in those. But this is totally divine to the glory of the Triune God. And once again, for historic purposes, this is coming straight off the purpose of the School of Education at Trinity Western University. And it is the central quote of Christ in the middle of this purpose. I encourage you, you can read the whole thing for yourself. but the mind of Christ is the most important part. We have the mind of Christ. Hallelujah. There it is. Awesome. Totally awesome. And but nothing nearly as awesome as that. Amen equals 33. Glory to God divides by 3. Hallelujah divides by 3. Amen equals 33. And solve the text that just came out of my mouth.